All right, today we are doing a full SEO teardown of a travel giant, GetYourGuide. And we're looking at one of their biggest challenges, the US market. We're going to uncover how they can take their incredible amount of web traffic and really turn it into a booking machine. Let's get right into it. So here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to size up the competition. What's the battlefield really look like? Then we'll grade GetYourGuide's current SEO performance. From there, we'll pinpoint exactly where they're leaking money, build a model that shows their path to massive growth, and finally, look ahead at how they can future-proof their entire strategy with AI. Okay, first things first, we have to set the scene. The market for tourism activities in the United States isn't just a little competitive, it is an absolute war zone. And the analysis we're drawing from puts it perfectly with this one phrase, unusually brutal. You know, that just sets the stage for the challenge GetYourGuide is up against. It's not just about being good at SEO, it's about surviving a total storm. And this is exactly why it's so brutal. Just think about it from a user's perspective. You search for things to do in a city, and what do you see? You've got Google's own products right at the top. Other huge marketplaces, trusted travel guides, city-specific passes, local tour operators, review sites like Tripadvisor. And now you've got AI-generated answers, too. It's a fight for every single click. So, with that battlefield in mind, how is GetYourGuide actually doing? Let's pull up their report card and see what's working well and where the real opportunities are hiding. Well, first off, their foundation is an absolute rock. A domain rating of 88 is incredibly strong. It basically means Google sees them as a huge authority in travel, which gives them the firepower they need to compete for the most valuable keywords out there. And that authority? It's built on a mountain of proof, links from almost 48,000 different websites. You can think of each one of those links as a vote of confidence from somewhere else on the internet. That's a huge asset that's just so hard for smaller competitors to even come close to. Now, this number right here is probably the most important one on their scorecard. Nearly 2/3 of their traffic comes from people who aren't searching for GetYourGuide by name. They're searching for things like tickets to the Statue of Liberty. This is where you find new customers. This is the engine of real growth. So here's the bottom line from their scorecard. They have an incredibly powerful engine, right? High authority, a great discovery pipeline, but they're not quite winning the race just yet. The biggest opportunity is to go from good rankings to great rankings, the top 3, while fixing some key technical errors that are holding them back. Okay, let's zoom in on one of those technical issues, because this one is a classic example of a money leak, a glitch that is quietly costing them bookings every single day. So picture this. A tourist is standing in Times Square, they pull out their phone, and they search for tickets to a museum right around the corner. They click on a GetYourGuide link. Where should that link take them? The answer seems pretty obvious, right? But it's not what's happening. They're landing on the wrong website. Instead of seeing the US page with prices in good old US dollars, they often get sent to the UK or the Australian site, showing prices in pounds or Aussie dollars. This is a massive conversion killer. This problem actually has a name. It's called locale leakage. It happens when a website doesn't correctly tell Google which country and language each version of its site is for, and the result is instant confusion for the user. I mean, imagine you're ready to buy something and suddenly the price is in a currency you don't use. It just breaks that trust, right? It makes you pause. And in online travel, that hesitation means a lost sale. All right, now for the really exciting part. What happens when we fix problems like that and start climbing up the search rankings? Let's actually look at the math behind the revenue potential. And here's the key thing to remember. We're not talking about some impossible jump from page 10 to page 1. The real money, the real growth, comes from moving from, say, position 9 to the top 3 for those high-intent keywords. These small jumps can have an absolutely massive impact. This model shows you exactly what that looks like. Contribution here is basically the profit they make from bookings. Now, just look at Statue of Liberty tickets. By moving from position 9 to number 1, they could unlock thousands of dollars more in profit every single month. Let's just focus on that one example for a second. Over $3,600 in potential gain every single month from optimizing for one search term. Now multiply that by hundreds of similar keywords for attractions in cities all over the US. You start to see just how enormous this opportunity really is. And the analysis also dug up this hidden gem. Search interest for Epic Universe tickets, that's a brand new theme park coming to Orlando, is absolutely exploding. And right now, competitors aren't really on top of it yet.
This gives Get Your Guide a golden opportunity to dominate a brand new high-value keyword cluster before everyone else jumps in.
Okay, finally, let's talk about the future, because it's not enough to win today's search game. You have to build a defensible advantage, a moat, for the AI-driven world that's coming. And the good news is, Get Your Guide is already being used as a source by AI engines like Perplexity and ChatGPT. That's fantastic. It shows they're already seen as an authority. The next step is to get really strategic about earning even more of these citations, because these are essentially the new backlinks of the AI era.
So how do you do that? Well, AI loves structured, easy-to-digest information. By adding things like comparison tables, sample itineraries, and super clear know-before-you-go lists, Get Your Guide can basically format its pages to be the perfect answer for an AI. The AI then cites them as the source and sends highly qualified users directly to a page where they can book. It's a perfect loop.
So when you boil it all down, the big takeaway here isn't just about getting more clicks. It's about making every single one of those clicks count. It's about optimizing that whole journey from the moment someone searches to the moment they check out, and turning all that visibility into real revenue.
And this isn't some short-term hack. The analysis is very clear on this point. The companies that master this stuff, the technical precision, the strategic content, and getting ready for AI, they are building a competitive advantage that will grow and compound for the next 3 to 5 years.
Which really leaves us with one final critical question for anyone in this space. As search continues to evolve, it's just not enough to be one option in a long list. The real winners will be the ones who become the definitive, trusted source that both people and AI turn to again and again. Thanks for tuning in.